Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and this is Sorvit's non-meta tournament number 3, round number 4, match number 2 of the round, I guess. I guess it's not technically the second match, but the second feature match, rather. And down at the bottom we have Goofy Ghost, and he is on Traptrix, and you've probably seen him in the previous feature match. If not, go ahead and check it out, because it was actually a very good match, and probably one of the better ones of this tournament in general. But this tournament did have a lot of fantastic matches. And up at the top, we have Malefic Lord, and he is on, you've also seen his deck as well. He's on Artifact Shaddoll. So it looks like he is going to be winning the die roll, and he's going to be opting to go second, obviously, because Shaddoll Fusion is a fantastic card. But it's a little interesting that he opted to go second because he is on the Artifact package. But, I guess it's more of like a board breaking package than it is a board setting up package, if that makes sense, because of the morale tech. And Scythe is banned in this format, so obviously that's probably why. Anyways, so it looks like he's going to be going ahead, and it looks like he braked with no Traptrix monsters, so I assume he's just going to set 3 cards and pass his turn. And that's exactly what we're going to see here. So it's a little unfortunate for him, but in the standby phase we are good. And he's going to go ahead and shotgun this Shaddoll Fusion. Going ahead and fusing the Morale Attack and the Wendy. He's going to make a Construct. Construct 1, Wendy 2, so Wendy's going to special summon from the deck. And then flip it face down, and Construct's going to send a Dragon to the grave. Dragon's going to hit a random back row here. I'm unsure what he's going to target. Looks like he's hitting Floodgate Trap Hole, which is very interesting that it wasn't flipped on the Construct. I'm not exactly sure why he would do that. Maybe because, like, I guess it's like a fusion deck, so you can still fuse with the face down cards, so I'm assuming that's probably why he's like, this Floodgate will flip the Construct, but then what, it's not really a whole lot you can do there. So Construct's gonna go ahead and hit him for 28, but Crackdown's going to be activated in the battle phase, stealing this Construct. And he's going to go ahead and set this copy of Sanctum, and he's going to activate Fusion Recycling Plant, which can trigger here in the end phase. This doesn't have to be face up on the field to get the secondary effect. There just has to be a Fusion Summon occurring in the turn. This card doesn't have to be face up for that effect to resolve. So I assume he's going to probably grab back this Wendy from the graveyard back to the hand. It's unfortunate that he couldn't do that in the main phase, but obviously that is the whole point of Recycling Plant, is in the end phase, because otherwise he would just set this Wendy for the next turn. But anyways, passing his turn, he's going to go ahead and draw for turn, drawing into Lost Wind. Still no artifact monsters, which is interesting. So he's just going to go ahead and I assume just, set the Lost Wind. Oh, he's going to activate Traptrix here, which is interesting. Setting Shade Brigandine. Okay. Maybe he has a copy of Link Spider in his extra deck. Maybe that's what he's thinking of. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and, activate Shade Brigandine. Actually, oh yeah, you definitely can. Actually, I don't know if you can activate this card the turn it was set because of its own effect. If you have no traps in your grave, you can activate this card the turn it was set. But I'm not sure because of Traptrix. It does say that you can activate the turn it's set. So this is really interesting because I don't know. I'm assuming you can just because of Traptrix's restriction. So I think it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's a legal activation here. It just seems really weird because it says you can't activate this card. It was the turn it was set, even though Traptrix says you can activate it the turn it was set. So it's just kind of like a conflicting thing there. But I'm pretty sure you can activate it due to Traptrix's lingering effect. And even though Shade Brigandine has its own effect, that's not the effect that's being applied here. I don't know how to effectively explain that, but he's going to go ahead and link off into a copy of Nightmare Phoenix, which is really interesting. Phoenix is going to go ahead and I don't know how he's chaining Exceed because he doesn't have a zone to point to. So I don't know where he's summoning this Exceed to. Yeah, so he can't activate the Exceed, so he's just going ahead and popping the Fusion Recycling Plant. Then he's going to go ahead and tack into this Beast, which is really interesting why he didn't save the Raigeki. I feel like he should have saved it, but he didn't. I think it was definitely a misplay that he should have just made a generic Link 2 and then use Exceed, but maybe like make Redo or something at that point. So Beast is going to go ahead and trigger here. He's going to draw 2 and discard the Wendy out of hand. Wendy's going to go ahead and resolve, and he's going to special summon another copy of Beast face down, so he has another draw 2. In the end phase, looks like Artifact Sanctum is going to be triggered here to bring out Morale Attack, which will go ahead and trigger and pop the Phoenix. Also, this Crackdown should be in the graveyard since a monster left the field, but that is besides the point. Drawing for turn, he draws into the 3rd copy of Sanctum. That's crazy. I think he only plays the 2 copies of Morale Attack, and I think that's it. He might play a Lancia, but I don't remember exactly. Beast is going to be flip summoned here. Looks like he can make a rank 5 if he needed to, which is kind of funny. So he's going to go ahead and drawing the Wendy again. Dang, 3 Wendy's so far triggering in this duel. Wendy's going to go ahead and trigger, and he's going to set a Skomata from the deck. Then he's going to go ahead and activate Shaddoll Fusion, using the Skomata and the Morale Attack in his hand. And he's going to make a Construct. Is that... Oh, he's on 3 copies of Morale Attack, actually. We can see them all here. So I don't think he's on a Lancia. So Construct's going to be activated here. So I don't know about his chains, but Wendy and Skomata are probably also going to trigger here. Maybe not the Wendy, but at least the Skomata. Or, no, the Wendy was triggered separately, sorry. So the fusion materials were Skomata and Morale Attack. So Skomata's going to send the Shaddoll Incarnation to the grave. And then he's going to go ahead and normal summon Thunder King Ryo, which is going to put his opponent in a very tough position. Attacking for 19, 14, 21... and 22, which is just shy of game, except that he has this Shaddoll Fusion in the hand, which is going to seal the deal. Moving into game number 2, it looks like he's going to opt, Goofy Ghost is going to opt to go first, which makes sense. He's playing the Trap deck. So he's going to go ahead and normal summon Traptrix Mantis, which will go ahead and search him into a copy of Dynania. Then he can go ahead and link that off to a Sarah, set the back row. It looks like he misclicked on the Gravediggers, which is unfortunate. And he's going to go ahead and pass his turn. So in the standby phase, we're good. He's going to go ahead and activate a copy of Cosmic Cyclone. Honestly, any of these hits are really good here. So paying 1,000, he's just going to go ahead and hit the Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Then he's going to go ahead and activate the Shaddoll Fusion, which will get hit with a Judgment. And he's going to go ahead and activate the Fusion Recycling Plant. And I wonder if he used Sarah. Because it has to be a normal trap, so I guess not. So he's just waiting to use his Floodgate Trap Hole. I keep forgetting that it's a normal trap card and not specifically anything else. So if using Skomata and Valor here, he's going to go ahead and go into a Construct, which is going to get hit with this Floodgate Trap Hole. He's going to use Skomata on the DD Crow on the Skomata, which won't stop the effect. It will banish the Skomata. This is when I joined the game, by the way. So I give him the ruling that Skomata does trigger here. So I actually do kind of forget that I was spectating this game, but interesting. So the Construct is set face down, and then the Sarah is activated as well. So we're still in the main phase right now. Murmello is going to be activated, and it's going to go ahead and pop the field spell, and he's going to use Sarah's effect to grab a Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and then he's going to pass his turn. So this Gravedigger's Trap Hole is actually pretty nice because against this matchup, you can hit a lot of the graveyard. Unfortunately, you can use your chain links very effectively in Shaddolls, so you can basically play around Gravediggers so that you chain block it. So you can do like Skomata 1, Construct 2, and then they can't Gravediggers because Construct's a monster on the field, not in the graveyard, and that's the activation requirement. But anyways, we're going to go ahead. I think the Construct... Oh, we were supposed to resolve the Construct, but I don't know if he said if the effect of Construct was activating. I don't remember. So, but we decide ultimately to not resolve this Construct just because he didn't specifically say to use the effect. Anyways, Dynania is going to go ahead and Special Mantis from the deck. Sarah's going to trigger and get a Floodgate Trap Hole from the deck. And then he's going to go ahead and... So he says Construct defense is 25, and he says you'll see if you attack, which is actually kind of funny. Unicorn's just going to go ahead and shuffle it back, which makes sense because you don't really want to deal with the Construct because, I mean, it has a lingering, grab back from the grave type effect. So Unicorn's going to hit for 22. Sarah is going to hit for 800, and he's going to go ahead and pass his turn. He draws the best top deck in the game, Shaddoll fusion, so he's going to go ahead and activate this card, sending a Squamata and sending Wendy to the grave. Summoning App Cologne, he can go ahead and use App Cologne. Actually, I don't know if it definitely depends. Oh, the chains were ordered, so App Cologne was one. App Cologne was one, targeting the Sarah, and then Wendy was two, and Squamata was three. So he definitely should have played around the Gravedigger's Trap Hole, because he knew his opponent had it, because he said it on the previous turn. But anyways, Wendy is going to go ahead and trigger at this point, which will get him a Shaddoll send. Wait, the Wendy should be the one that activates here, which is interesting. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Because it should have been Squamata that was negated, not the Wendy. Because he can't negate the Wendy, which is really interesting. I guess I should have caught this at the moment, but I guess I didn't. But it would have actually negated the Squamata, not the Wendy, so the Wendy would have been fine to resolve and set. But I guess they're playing it a little differently, which is a little weird. I don't know. It definitely should have not been that way, but in this case, he drew the Incarnation, which I think he's pretty happy about, if I'm being honest. He's going to go ahead and pass his turn. Exceed's going to be drawn for turn. He can make it rank 4 here and then trigger Exceed, but I don't think that's a good play. Maybe it is because Sarah is negated permanently, so I guess that's kind of good. Unicorn's going to attack into App Cologne, but App Cologne can't be destroyed by battle, so that's not going to do anything. Then Incarnation's going to be activated in the end phase here, which is going to bring back the Beast. And Wendy can't trigger, or Shara can't trigger here because of App Cologne negating it, so that's kind of funny. Beast is going to be activated here, drawing 2, then discarding the Hedgehog. Hedgehog's going to be going ahead and adding Shaddoll Dragon to the hand. Then he's going to link these off into a copy of Cross Sheep. Then he's going to use the effect of App Cologne to add the Shaddoll Fusion from the deck to the hand, discarding Dragon, popping the last back row, playing nicely around that Floodgate Trap Hole, because Cross Sheep's a link monster, obviously. Shaddoll Fusion's going to come down here, fusing Ryo and Wendy to bring out the Construct. Construct's going to be activated as 1. Wendy is 2. Cross Sheep is 3. Cross Sheep's going to bring back Thunder King Ryo. Wendy's going to go ahead and special summon a copy of Ariel from the deck. And then the Construct's going to send Incarnation to the graveyard. And since Incarnation was activated on the previous turn, he's just going to go ahead and, I assume, banish it here. Maybe not. Yep. Okay, we're going to see it get banished with App Cologne. And it's going to go ahead and flip summon Ariel. Then Ariel can go ahead and target a special summon Shaddoll monster. Or a monster in the extra deck, sorry. Or Banish Zone. What am I thinking? Not extra deck. Banish Zone. Bring it back. And then this App Cologne can probably target the Unicorn. But, I mean, obviously, the Unicorn is not really going to do anything anyways. So he opts to not just do that. Then he's going to link everything off into an Unchained Abomination. Using the App Cologne Ariel and Cross Sheep, which is super good because then he can start popping cards on the field. Next, he's going to normal summon Thunder King Ryo. I'm actually a little... Did he use his normal summon this turn? I actually do not remember. I know he used Incarnation. I think the Incarnation brought back like a Hedgehog, I think. I can't remember exactly. So anyways, this Abomination is going to go ahead and clear over the Sarah. Then it'll punch the Unicorn, and then he can attack for game with Ryos and Construct. So a pretty clean 2-0 victory, honestly. A little bit of some misplays, and definitely something that shouldn't have been happening with the Gravedigger's Trap Hole. But that's okay. It still didn't really matter in the long run, I guess, even though he negated exactly what he wanted to. But realistically, it didn't really matter for this match. Still, a very fun match to watch. I actually really enjoyed this. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and drop a like. If you want to play in these tournaments, go ahead and join the Discord server. It's at the top of the description box, so you can go ahead and join. We have a very nice community. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Anyways, with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one.